Hello and welcome to Interactive Distractions, episode number 499. We're
Oh my God.
Almost there. We've done a lot of shit in this podcast type thing.
Tell me about it.
My name is Chris Frigio, and I'm here with Jason A. Stryger.
Hey, that's me. Hi,
and Glenn Burgess.
Yo, what up?
We are Sans, Travis, and Jeff today. Our thoughts are going out to Travis right now because he is living in LA.
He's on fire.
Please don't. I don't want to joke about that. I don't want him to be on fire. Let's not joke about Travis being on fire.
Yeah, stuff
is
not on fire.
Yeah, we do know that he was evacuated from his house and lost power, but he was given the okay to go back, I believe, right? And then that he got power back, and then it went out again. So I don't know if it's back right now or not. But
that was the last time we heard from Travis.
Yeah. So, and then, damn it, Jason. We're recording a little late this week because Jeff's birthday was also recently, and we didn't want to record on his birthday. So he could have his day of fun, and he's unable to join us today. So we're going to do a nice little show of distractions for you with the three of us, and that'll be what we're doing. So first of all, is that a thing?
First of all,
it is now.
First off, or first of all, one. Let's see how things are going. Glenn, what's up, dude? How you doing?
Hey man, going good. Thoughts out to Travis and also to Jeff. You know, like you said, he had a lot going on, and he's at the age now where he can only he can do one thing, and then the energy
a week.
A week.
That's it. One thing a week, and that's it. Yeah,
you got to recover after that. It's all.
That's right.
All just rest.
So like T gets mad at us when he does podcasts because he's useless for the rest of the week. That's
right. He's sleeping. No, I can't speak too much myself. I'm over here like making doctor's appointments and like doing all this kind of it's time for my regular checkups. In that age range, it feels really weird. Episode just sub 500 is probably the right time to talk about that. We're becoming welcome to the goo instead of.
Ooh. Did you get your colonoscopy yet?
Not yet.
Oh man, you're not really a part of InDis yet then, I guess.
It's never too late. What is Wait, is there like a punch card?
All four of us? All four of the crew, have we all had our colonoscopy?
I don't know.
Travis?
I don't know about Jeff. I don't know about Jeff. Yeah. There you go. That's as far as I'm going with that goddamn conversation. We can move on now. Thanks.
That's actually what Jeff did last week.
That was just one thing. Last week. He's
busy now. Just going good over here. So same old, whole lot of work, whole lot of family stuff. That's great. I'm thankful for Google Photos. I don't know if you guys utilize that service.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Man, they make these like photo slideshows for you.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you might want to take a look at this, and then you're like, oh yeah, sure. And you click through and it's like, here's your baby boy when he was just little with some sad, sappy music. Crawling for the first time.
That sounds right, yeah.
You're not watching this in public, are you? I sure hope not. So that's kind of been...
Cry like a baby.
You okay? Yeah, I just stepped on a Lego. But yeah, man, that's been killing me lately. I've been getting all of these slideshows. It's the end of the year, so they really like to go, oh, here's what happened in 2024. And
this is what your year was like. Yeah.
And it's super weird just like measuring my life by the milestones of other lives now. Like that.
Yeah.
That's how I know how much time has passed. Like, she was walking.
How old I am, but I could tell you.
I could tell you how my kids are. I don't remember how old I am.
That happens anyway.
There's definitely this. Yeah, there's doing math again. There's definitely this mentality now that I feel like I've had two different lives. There was my life now,
colonoscopy,
and no pre-kids life,
post colonoscopy,
my pre-kids life and my post-kids life.
Okay,
so but yeah, I feel that.
I think I'm on life 5 now. I don't know. There's so many times where I look back and I was like, oh, what was I doing? Where was I?
It was a different life, yeah.
I was in Pennsylvania? Gee, yeah, no, that was a whole other lifetime. Yeah, man, but that's about it. Jason,
nice.
How about you?
Jason, what you?
Things are going good. I haven't had. Oh no! Oh, damn it! I broke my streak. I didn't have any oxygen through my nose with the pipe things with the
old
tubes
cannula
until just earlier today. So I broke my week-long streak. But regardless, things are much better. We're doing good. I think we're through the thick of the woods so far.
Excellent.
Can't think of anything else that's really going on. Oh, okay. We built a snowman.
Nice. Yes, it did snow here.
It did snow here. Fucking snowed in. It was just
like 2 inches. I think we got something like that.
Yeah,
it was like a thing. Is that big, ladies? A normal amount? That was little. You're right.
For Georgia, that's big. Yeah, we don't usually get a whole lot. So,
but real talk, they're not equipped to deal with that.
Yeah,
so it's more dangerous, and it's like it'll hover around freezing. So when it sleets, everything comes down, turns to ice.
Yeah,
I remember one year, we were out of work for damn near a week. I think.
Jeez,
it's people couldn't get out of their driveways.
Yeah,
how the hell am I going to get to work?
I joke about that here all the time because we get the last 3 weeks we've actually been in the 40s consistently.
Wow,
and that's not normal for Central Florida.
No.
So another 2 years and we might actually start seeing the odd snow day here and there.
Yay!
And man, 1 inch or a half inch of snow is going to just shut this county down.
Seriously?
No one's going to have any idea what to do. There's going to be so many accidents.
Totally.
Everything's going to shut off. Just bedlam and fires.
But it's only going to last a day because it's the temperature will go up again and it'll all be gone. So
yeah. I'm still looking forward to it.
I've been in Georgia since I was 12, and the most snow that we ever got was when I was in high school, and I think we got 6 or 7 inches, or maybe it might have been less than that. It's it could be 30 years ago, exaggerating right now, so who knows? But
did you walk to school both ways in it? Uphill?
Barefoot, yes, barefoot. Okay. Yeah, all right. Shoes weren't invented then. That was
I believe you.
No, but we were out of school for a week, and we lost power for almost that much time as well. So,
oh no, that sucks.
It was really rough. It was really rough.
We lost power a few times.
Yeah, that was 93, I think it was. This year we didn't the snow that we had this weekend. Over the weekend, we didn't lose power. It flickered a few times, but it didn't go out. So
that's good. Yeah, that's sketchy in the cold. We lose it in hurricanes here when it gets really hot, and that's not great for certain demographics of people. But when it's cold out and you don't have anything to keep yourselves warm, that's dangerous for really everyone. That's not a very good condition for life.
Right.
True story.
And I only got one more handheld, one new one. So
just one.
Just one.
Since how long? Since the last one?
Since the last time we talked. Since the last time I got one. How about that?
Do you have the last time we talked? So how many have you gotten so far this year?
This year? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I think 5.
What?
This year?
So yeah.
The year of 2025? The year of our Lord 2025?
Oh, not this year. I just got one this year.
Okay. Shit, Glenn, I was
oh my God.
We need to have an intervention.
I didn't know how bad it was.
Now I'm drop shipping these fuckers.
Is there a sign in your room somewhere, Jason, that says it has been 0 days since the last handheld that I purchased?
0.
handheld or what are the stickless,
the
leverless, yeah. I feel like they're just going to throw one of those in with the next handheld purchase and be like, and we saw you looking at this, so here's this too for your loyalty.
Anyway, AliExpress is getting a lot of my money as of late, so
yeah.
I got to get these in before the tariffs come. So
yeah, true. Do you have an account rep that you reach out to now? You don't even have to use the site, right? It was like, hey, Billy,
you just for my weekly order. Right? You want a refill on that Trim UI brick?
You know what? Yeah, make it 2.
Yep.
They got a
new colorway.
The entire support staff knows them by first name. It's fine.
When I start double dipping on them to get different colors, then we're really, really. I'm already having a problem. So, what the fuck am I saying?
Oh man, what emulated game do I want to play today? Or no, which one do I want to play it on?
I just keep putting ROMs on and taking them off, and that's it's cathartic to me. Like it's weird. I was talking about this in the Discord, how I actually like setting up all these handhelds.
It's fun.
It's like some people do Lego. I throw ROMs on things and play them.
He likes lists. That's what it is. He likes lists of things.
Lists are nice.
And configurations. And
I should introduce you to spreadsheets, Jason.
We don't get along.
No. I'm with you on the config. I love tinkering with these things. Like when I first got the Steam Deck, I was hot and heavy for like a month, just like, what else can I do? Can I dual boot this thing? Can I do this? Get some drivers? Do that? And then like
get some drivers.
I didn't touch it for a little while because it was in a stable state. And I'm like, well, this isn't fun anymore. And then I started actually gaming on it, so that was good. But I'm with you. The config is fun. It's a good time.
Yeah,
good stuff.
How about you, Chris? What's you up to?
Shit. What's going on with me? January's hard. January is really hard at work. So it's like the busiest time of the year. I've got like a ton of shit to do. So I have a feeling I'm going to be putting in some time in the weekends.
The Toyotathon you got to worry about, right?
Exactly. The Toyotathon. Okay. Yeah. The Toyotathon and the big Honda sale. Yeah, those two things.
We're a happy Honda Days family around here. So.
Happy Honda Days. But outside of that, my daughter started up her ice skating again today, so that's good. And then, I mean, got snow. I was in the same boat you were, so then trying to play some games.
I wasn't in a boat, Chris.
Sorry. in the same vehicle on the snow you were, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, snowmobile.
Cool. Let's talk some games then.
Okay.
What do you got? What are you playing, man?
I've been sticking faithful to my backlog jam I put together, over a year ago. So I beat Death Stranding last time we talked, and now I have started Baldur's Gate 3.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh man. I want to hear all about it. Okay, first of all, what class are you playing?
I don't remember. I can't. I can't keep up. This is where the configuration thing is not as fun for me. When we talked about this before, I said that this all sounded and looked very daunting to get rolling. So the commitment that I've made is to not overthink what I'm doing at all in the game. I just want to grab a character, play, have fun, and whatever is the dialogue option that seems like it's going to be the most interesting at the time, that's what I'm going to pick. If there's a power that I'm going to pick that sounds fun, that's what I'm going to do. I can't even
fathom doing that. Like if I'm not stressing over a decision or save scumming, like I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I was starting to pick through it, and there was just so many options. I'm like, I can't. So,
did you play? Are you playing one of the Origins? Okay, so you did make a character. So draw for your race. I did make a
character because I thought that would be fun. And then I'm one of the magic classes. I'm just trying to remember which one I picked at this point. There was a couple
sorcerer, warlock, wizard.
I think sorcerer.
Okay,
I'm pretty
sure.
Those
are fun.
Yeah, so that was a good time. I'm putting the party together. I almost missed Lae'zel when I was putting everybody together.
She's actually easy to miss. Like after you get down to the shore.
And I remember Jason saying something about that. So I was like, hold up. Nope. I gotta fill this party out. Let me go find this chick.
And she's pretty mean to you at first anyway. So it's kind of like...
She's kind of mean to everyone.
Yeah, she's mean to everybody.
She's just mean. But, I'm going around having a good time. I'm at the Goblin Prison. I just took out the third leader there. And the anxiety I get in this game is I'm such a comforted, coddled 2025 gamer now that I forget to save. And the amount of times now that I have lost significant progress because I'm used to a game just auto saving after you hit something. And then I, find myself in combat and I died, and it goes, "Oh, load a save." I'm like, "Okay, I'm sorry. Where you? That was 2 hours ago. You want me to do what?" So yeah, I'm getting religious now about saving and hitting my campsite after each large encounter. Like, all right, this should cover me pretty well if I do these two things. And I did it again this afternoon. I beat oh god, I can't remember his name. He was the last of the three that I dealt with, big red dude.
Okay.
And I was going after him forever and kept losing, and I forgot to save, and I found myself stuck in combat, and
Oh no.
my character straight up died. But my group was split, thankfully. So I was able to get somewhere else, and I was still in combat, but in a different room, and it was easier, so I could finish the combat situation and save and move around. So now I can go back to the campsite and try to
Cool. Okay.
get myself revived and
Thank God.
go back
talk
in.
to Withers. You got Withers, right?
Go talk to Withers. Yeah.
Go talk to Withers. Yeah.
I need to find 200 coin. I'm shy on that, so I got to go sell some stuff, I guess. Shadowheart is also dead right now, so
oh man,
gotta bring her.
One thing I'll say about Shadowheart is, like, she's a cleric, and you certainly want a cleric, but change her subclass, because right now she starts out as like a trickster cleric, and they are useless. So my personal preference is a Tempest cleric, because they get like lots of lightning attack spells and like really cool shit. So
she becomes pretty badass when she gets out.
Yeah. So I would suggest doing a Tempest cleric for her. That'll help.
We'll keep that in mind. More importantly, she's the one I'm trying to get a little, close with. That's where I've been investing my time. So she can't be dead. I've already put too much in that conversation with. We really do.
Did you think to yourself, I can fix her? Because she's pretty broken. That's at first.
I saw her at the door, and I was like, "Yep."
Just banging with the mace.
Why don't you hop into my garage? I got my tools out there. Let's get to fixing.
Let's talk a little more. I'm sorry, you just voluntarily wiped your memories? For what?
Why? What did you?
I got you. You're the right fit. So yeah, that's where I am. I was getting very frustrated when I first started. Once I hit the beach there, the very first encounter I had was those the three what are they, intellect devourers or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was just like, why are they just absolutely destroying me instantaneously when I walk into this space? And I just wasn't, running around enough. Like my mobility wasn't top of mind. And I'm also really bad with turn-based fighters. Everything's aggression all the time with me.
Oh, sure.
I'm really bad about like buffing up and doing defense and any sort of if it didn't cause damage in this move, then I feel like I failed. So I don't even like setting up my next shot necessarily, which is a hard way to try to play this game. So I'm trying to change my ways.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, it's got its hooks in me now, I would say. I've been playing on the Steam Deck, and it was really rough going at first.
Okay.
Back to the tinkering around. They use FSR 1, but 2.2 is available. You just have to go in and turn it on in the menu system, and then things look much smoother and cleaner. So it runs around between 40 and 50 FPS.
Awesome.
Just in general, while you're walking around on there. There's a lot of artifacts and things, aliasing and whatnot. It's not the prettiest way to play the game, but it still does look significantly better than I think I expected. I fired it up on the laptop, and it's night and day difference. It's
really?
If you can play it on the laptop, because it's I've got a 3080 in there, and it's having a real good time with it. But it's definitely doable. And I don't know, I just really like I like playing. I've got a portable monitor I hook my Steam Deck up to now, and everything like that. So what I want to do is build. I've seen a few videos now where people have got like these old small form factor PCs and got a 1 slot slim AMD card and put it in there with an adapter and whatever, and then made it like a Steam OS console. But before now, it was with either Hollow ISO or Bazite, the like unofficial ports of Steam OS.
Linux,
yeah. But from what I understand now, you can actually get Steam OS and put it on third-party devices. If not now, then soon. Yeah. So I know they've got that. What is it? The Legion Go S? Is that the one that's coming out with SteamOS on it? I think.
Oh shit! Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and then they have 2 different versions of that S. I think.
Right. One of them's a Windows.
One's SteamOS.
$100 more for the license of Windows.
That's fucked up. That's weird, right?
But I'm excited, man. I'm excited to have SteamOS as actually legit available to put on third-party hardware, and I'm kind of hoping that that's going to blow up the scene a little bit.
I'm so happy about that. Yeah, this is kind of what I was waiting for, is for this stuff to open up, for that bridge to kind of get built, and then now that it's okay on one, it's going to be hopefully okay on others, and we'll see more competition. We'll see lower prices. We'll see better features. Let's go. Yeah.
Have you guys seen the other handheld that Acer is putting out, the Nitro Blaze 11?
Oh no!
Yeah, that thing is.
It's ginormous. Like it looks like there's a picture
inches?
of
11 inches.
Yeah, and like the dude is holding it, and if you look at the way like his hand, it's like this in his hand. It's huge. It's ginormous.
Yep. He's holding a monitor.
Like he's playing. He's holding a small monitor at that point. So, but hey, it's whatever works for people. That's the way I look at it.
It kind of takes the portable out of the portable for me, though. Like I need a backpack now to lug that thing around. You need a laptop bag,
right?
Portable
with a dedicated pocket for this thing. Like that's a little much. Just bring a laptop if I'm gonna do that.
Seriously, yeah.
I'm gonna sit that on a table with a kickstand anytime I use it anyway. Yeah.
Good stuff. What else? Anything else?
A little Balatro. I finally beat it.
Just a little Balatro. Can you do just a little Balatro? Is that possible?
I did a little Balatro and I was failing miserably, and then I started watching I watched some like strategy videos on YouTube for like how to line things up, which like it makes perfect sense, but I didn't realize. So there's the different malts that you get. So there's items that add to your malt, and then there's items that multiply your malt. And so if you have a card, for instance, that multiplies, you can move that around in your hand when you play it. So if you put it to the end, it will multiply after all of the malts have been added to it. Where if it's at the front, it will multiply first and then add to it, which is significantly lower scoring. So even with the exact same hand, the order in which you play the cards and the order in which you stack your jokers left to right make a gigantic difference in scoring. And so between learning, realizing that, and then a couple of folks giving strategy on like the types of jokers that you want to try to keep and maintain, I was able to, I beat it the first time, but I didn't feel like I really truly did, because it was with a life-saving, like a sacrificial joker at the very end. So it's, as long as you get 25% of the chips you need, it counts it as a win. And I got half of what I actually needed. So it says, hey, you won. But I'm like, this feels really hollow and empty. Like, so let me keep going. And I finally got through and I beat it again. And I still have that run going. I never went back to endless mode or canceled it. I just shut off the game and haven't gone back yet. I'm like, well, I beat it. I'm done. Bye. So I don't know. I may go back to it when I just need something to get between things. But again, with Baldur's Gate, that's going to be taking up the majority of my gaming time when it comes up.
That makes sense.
So that's it for me.
Jason, what you playing, man?
This is not the first time that I've been into handhelds. I've had a PSP Go, a regular PSP, 2 different kinds of Vitas, and on the Vita was a little game called Freedom Wars.
Yes, there was. It was.
Somebody was damned and determined to get like a hunting game clone, not a clone so much as that genre of Monster Hunter style game. And they came out with like Soul Sacrifice, and they had Token, and then this as well, Freedom Wars. and none of them really hit. But I think Freedom Wars is the one that came the closest. That one had a sci-fi setting. You play as this. You get amnesia, and then you wake up, and you're in jail. And you have a 1 million year sentence tacked to you.
Oh, that's right. I'd forgotten about that.
Anything you do,
it
walk
takes
5
away
steps.
from your sentence.
You can't even sit. You can sit down, but you can't recline. It's just stupid shit like that, and it's very, very oppressive and very, very slow at first. In order to open up options, you've got to like partake in like training missions and things like that. Then they'll give you enough like reward credit points that you can use to buy these entitlements.
Like reclining.
Yes, yeah.
So it's like a Delta flight.
Exactly.
In economy, yeah, it's an economy Delta flight.
Oh, you need economy plus if you want to lay back.
That's right. You didn't pay the extra $200.
Sorry about that. Your seatbelt only has one half.
That's right. No. See, the person next to you, he's got the other half. You got to strap each other in.
Oh, he's the group mate.
So the best thing about this game, I think, is the combat, and it works a little bit better with this, with a full size controller, which is great. But I suppose the difference, in this between as opposed to some of the others, is you get this little like thorn grappling hook weapon that you can use to shoot at enemy body parts and like pull them down, incapacitate them, or leap up to them and start hacking at their limbs. It's pretty satisfying. It's pretty fun. That's the neat mechanic that set it apart from the others. But also what set it apart from the others was your little. You have an android that follows you around everywhere. And this android doesn't really do shit other than just like watch you, right? And just like take away years off your life.
He's like your house arrest bracelet. Like you just
seriously. But so in the old version, obviously there wasn't like a lot of voice acting or anything like that. But in this version, what sets it apart from the old one is it's fully voice acted now. So they went out and they spent a little bit of money, at least, making this a little more than a remaster, I guess. The trouble with voicing the android is that they're using a text to speech, and it is not very good at deciphering what English is. For example, I've got one very good example. The first thing that they say is time to get up, wakey, wakey. But they don't say that. They say wacky, wacky. And you get up, wacky, wacky. And literally, every screen, there is something that is goofy, that is wrong with the pronunciation. So now that I think about it, maybe this is kind of awesome, but no.
I was going to say, I fail to see the problem here.
Yeah.
I feel like there was a meeting about it and they actively decided, no, you know what?
Let's leave it that way. Yeah.
Yep. Like somebody cheaped out and is like, oh, we can just do this. And they're like, no, it's a really bad idea. But then they hear it and it's like, okay, all right.
Wacky Wacky brings them back every time.
Wacky Wacky. God. But that's
funny.
I mean, that's Freedom Wars. Very light touch as far as the remastering. On PlayStation, it's running at 4K 60, which is great. It looks pretty good. On the Switch, it's running at about 30 frames per second, and it looks just like the Vita version.
Nice.
Which is a shame. Yeah, I don't know how they're calling it a remaster. If it's kind of the same thing.
It
doesn't have the voice acting.
So there's at least that's not the case.
But it's $40. I bought it like kind of sight unseen just because I really want to support them. I would love to see another Freedom Wars. Yeah,
it's on Steam too.
Oh yeah, it's on Steam.
I wonder if it would look better on Steam.
I actually bought it on Steam and then I refunded it because I got it on PlayStation instead. But it was very similar. Like I said, the PlayStation one is 4K and 60 frames per second. So the only thing that the PC version had over the other one is a slightly higher frame rate. So that was running at about 120, I think, and that's where it capped out. But
mileage may vary.
Yep, exactly. What other? Oh, Griffin and I have been playing this game. It came out a couple years ago. It's a kind of a couch like competitive co-op game where you just it's physics based. It's wacky and goofy. It's called Super Bunny Man, and it is it's a hoot. We're having a really good time with it. You play as bunnies that are like they are kind of face down in the submissive doggy style position. This is the best way I can describe it. That probably paints a picture. And you can move, you can roll forward, but also you can like hit a button and like shoot your legs out so you'll jump. So it's kind of like did you remember the getting over it with that game where you're in the pot,
the sledgehammer and the pot and the thing? Yep,
a little bit of that. So it's super tricky.
You have to time. So you gotta. It's like a time your movements kind of thing, so that you can maximize your traversal. That's like part of the game is just moving.
Yep, and also you can grab. So you can grab like a carrot or something like that and bring that to the end of the level for additional points. So that's the co-op part of it, and it actually does require quite a bit of strategy. Like the first couple, you're just like, okay, I'm going to kick you over there. That's funny, haha. But then, after a while, you've got to like hold on to them and like roll forward and have somebody jump at the exact right time and just pray that you're going to get, I don't know, the wind blown in a certain direction and you're going to go in the hole. That sounds gross. I regret saying that way.
You're selling me on this game. It's all winning points.
Griffin and I have not laughed as hard in a game or about a game as we have with this one. So
nice.
I don't remember how much it is though. I want to say it was like $10 or something like that, but it was on Steam. I don't think it's on the consoles, which is kind of a shame, but I don't know. That's what we've been playing this past week or so. What's Chris up to? What you playing?
I've been playing Dragon Age.
Yay!
And that's pretty much it. So I really don't have. I mean, I do have things to add. Unfortunately, my headset is yelling at me right now, so I'm trying to figure out a solution for that.
Okay.
While we're doing this, so
like a screaming goat in your ear.
It keeps going battery low, and then I'm afraid that if I put this on speaker, it's going to screw everything up. So, no, really, still really enjoying it. I don't know how far I am in the story wise, but I've gotten to take down a few dragons now, which is really cool and very satisfying.
Nice.
I haven't tried Inquisition, Dragon Age Inquisition, but I did try Dragon Age 1 and 2 and could not get into them. But Veilguard, man, I am in it. Like it is like it continues to feel very similar to Mass Effect from like a combat perspective. So I'm really loving that. And it's super satisfying just when things work, because they've got like something that Jeff and I talked about last week was they have conditions that you can apply to enemies, and certain moves will detonate conditions.
Okay.
So you apply weaken to someone, and then you can detonate it, and when it detonates, it explodes. And one of the things that I just unlocked is one of the characters, Hardman. Hardman. So Harding, she's a scout. So she runs around with a bow and arrow, and my main character is a warrior, and he applies overwhelmed, and she can detonate overwhelmed. And when you're doing her skill tree, there's a path you can go where if you detonate overwhelmed, it becomes permanent. So usually when you detonate the condition goes away. now it not only does she detonate it, the condition stays, and the detonation, if it gets anybody else, they all get overwhelmed as well. And basically overwhelmed makes it so you can stagger them easier.
Okay.
And then if everybody has overwhelmed permanently, she can detonate every time she shoots that motherfucker with that move. That shit chains. Crazy. Yeah, it sticks. So like things are getting fun and satisfying from a combat perspective. And I'm really starting to learn more about the characters with like the devotion quests that they've got and that kind of thing. I'm just really enjoying the game.
That's encouraging. Nice.
And you can throw the shield, Jason. Yes! I'm telling you, man. You can throw the shield. As a matter of fact, you could throw the shield and that fucker will bounce around and come back to you.
Yes.
It's great.
That's exactly America. The kind of shield physics that I'm here for.
Yes. And they when you choose a class, each class has specializations, and you can pick one of the specializations to focus on. With the warrior, I focused on the warden route, which basically allows him to do a lot of extra stuff if you get a perfect defense. So if you swing your shield out right when you're about to get hit, like right now, I can perfect defense unblockable moves. So that's great. When I do hit a perfect defense, like this shockwave of fire damage goes out around me and hits everybody. Like there's so many like cool little side effects that are happening. And the shield throwing, if you decide to lean into the shield throwing, there's a lot of equipment and different moves and stuff, or different skills that will add bounces to the bounce. And there's one that will allow you to like you can reel back and kind of charge it up. And there's one particular skill on the tree that lets you get an extra charge, so you can overcharge it. There's 3 classes and each has like 3 specializations. So there's a lot of ways to play this game.
There's one way. It's a shield way.
One way. I'm having a lot of fun with the warrior right now. He's pretty badass. Like I just like charge in and just tear things up. It's great. It's great.
Nice. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
I've been watching. Amy's been playing that.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, I got it for her for Christmas. So she fired that up, and actually, one of the sort of go-tos now, once we get the kids to bed, is she fires up the PS5 and puts on Veilguard, and I'll pull out a little table, get my portable monitor out right next to me, and I've got Baldur's Gate. So
nice.
we're just kind of sitting on the couch with each other, both gaming, and every now and again, be like, "Yo, look at this." There's some craziness about to happen. Check this out. Or some dialogue option will come up and be like, which one should I pick? Which thing do you think I should do? So it's been entertaining to kind of just watch it. Like you're watching a streamer, but in the room with the streamer.
Sure. Yeah.
So yeah, it looks like a good time. I got it for her because she played the first to completion. I don't think she did Inquisition, and I think she thought she did. Like we both thought she did, and then realized, I own it, but never never actually fired it up. But now that we're playing, now she's playing this one. You're not going to go back and start that again. And but yeah, nice. she's having a great time with it so far. So
good stuff.
I haven't seen any of the shield mechanics yet, though, so we're gonna have a talk after the show.
Sounds good. But that's it for me. I've literally just been playing Veilguard. I'm trying to finish that up. So that is it. We have anything else we want to chat about? Yeah, we're all caught up on our games.
I had one other I forgot about.
Yeah,
what's that?
Another backlog one I picked up, Sekiro.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah,
got some heavy games going on there.
You got a heavy backlog.
So I got to a point there that I just put it down. And I'm starting Baldur's Gate and sticking with that for now, and I may go back.
Yeah, I don't know how you would juggle both of those.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And it's so different. Like, it's I'm at a point where I think I might be bugged. So I got to that chained ogre or whatever, which is just absolutely drilling me into a floor, throwing me off a cliff every single time I see him.
Big like skill check.
Absolutely. I'm like, gotta go. And I looked up a couple of things, and they're like, oh, well, you need to go get this statue of Buddha to offer as a sacrifice so that you can get this firepower, because he's afraid of fire. I'm like, well, they did say that when I used Jap. That makes sense. So I got that, and they said to bring it to what's his name at the beginning of that rundown. Whatchamacallit? Anyway,
It's a hut.
yeah, it's a hut, really. So I brought it to him, and he just keeps going, I've got the dragon rot. And I'm like, okay, great. What do I do with this statue? And he's like, I just can't. I got the dragon rot.
Yeah.
And that's it. I just keep playing through that dialogue. So I've got this item I can't do anything with. So I think it might be bugs. I'll have to maybe start over. But thankfully, that's not that far in. So I'm not super worried about it.
I don't remember how that shook out for me. Oh, well.
So yeah, I put it down, but I started. So we'll see. I may get back to it. It seems pretty fun.
Yeah.
I know. I remember Jeff talking about how much he hated it because it was basically parrying the game.
Yep.
And it is, but the mechanic is solid. And I feel like as far as Souls-like parrying goes, the hits are a lot more telegraphed in Sekiro than they are in any of the others when I've tried to really time it. And I think it's the parry itself. So like in Elden Ring, as an example, I can't ever figure out what part of the parry animation is the actual frames that does the parrying. Because like you have the buckler and you like pull it in and swipe it out, right?
Yeah.
And in Sekiro, it's much more of a you move your sword and parry very quickly. If it's not instantaneous, it feels like it's close to right when I push the button to do it. So I'm more forgiving of it. Like if I made a mistake, it was absolutely me. Versus why can't I just get this mechanic down? We'll see how I feel about that when I actually dedicate more time to it. maybe I reverse that decision, but for right now, it actually seems fun.
Nice. Good deal. Are we going to try and do backlog games again?
Well,
How'd it go?
I beat two of mine. I beat two of mine, and I started the other one.
I got through a little bit of all three of mine, and got distracted by other things, and I just couldn't. I had a lot going on this year. But I tried.
Excuses.
So now I need to face
honestly
the music.
I kind of wanted to do a twist on the backlog thing. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it, and we'll come back and do it. But I have an idea about that, so we'll see.
Cool. Jason, you just need to pick things that you can play on a handheld. That's going to be that might bring you in.
We got Game of the Year coming up too, so we'll have to figure out when that's going to be. Honestly, 500's coming up. I feel like that would be a good show for Game of the Year.
It's coming
so
up real quick. It's
real quick. It's coming out like today's Monday. It's like 4 days from now. Yeah. So might be delaying the next show a couple days. But I mean that's pretty much our show. Mm-hmm. Anything you guys want to say before we wrap up and get out of here?
Thanks for joining us, Glenn.
Yes, thanks for joining. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you did, please tell a few friends about us. And if you are watching us on YouTube, like, subscribe, and comment. All those things help us, and we like them. We appreciate them. Check us out at interactivedistractions.com. That'll lead you to our link tree, where you can get to our Discord. And if you want to support us, you can get to our Patreon. But that is it. So until next time, my name is Chris.
I'm Jason.
I'm Glenn.
Play your games, and we'll talk to you next time.